You at home, you can join in to your heart's content. I hope you will. One day, perhaps it will be Sunday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day brown envelopes will land on welcome mats because they will always be good news or an invitation to a party. One day pips will be for growing apple trees and hoops will be for hula hooping and not jumping through. One day loan sharks will climb sycamore trees and pay their clients all their money back with interest. One day someone will turn out the light in the last food bank because everyone will have enough to eat and we will all shout, hooray! One day, perhaps it will be Saturday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day mutual aid groups will just be the way society is because we really will be all in it together, whatever the latest it may be. One day every penny and every pound will be invested in peace and justice, not in profit. One day the earth will stop revolving around the rich and will joyfully loop the loop, encircling life for all. One day shops will only be sweaty because the sun's shining a bit too much and all trade will be fair trade. One day, perhaps it will be Friday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day burqas and turbans, skull caps and tweed caps will be unremarkable unless they are a particularly bright shade of fuchsia. One day the hostile environment will be history, with shaking fists becoming shaken hands. One day I will become we, you will become us, and family will be about love and laughter and not just blood. One day it will only matter that we love and are loved, not who we love. One day, perhaps it will be Thursday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day we will all believe that the bicycle is preferable to the internal combustion engine, but sometimes we'll go by bus, which will be electric. One day there will be world championships in darning and everyone will know how to make a patch and sew on a button. One day both those who don't have enough and those who have far too much will be liberated by having just what they need. One day shoppers will calculate the cost to the earth as well as the cost to their purse. One day, perhaps it will be Wednesday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day the only people sleeping rough will be stargazers because everyone will have a place to call home. One day trolls will only be found in fairy tales and people will be kind to each other face to face and online. One day politicians will listen before they speak and the wisdom of children will be universally prized. One day I will love and pray and vote for you and you and you and you and only finally for me. One day, perhaps it will be Tuesday. One day they will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day wolves will live in the same fields as little lambs, and the wolves will look after the lambs, and the lambs will teach the wolves how to sing. One day the only buzzing in the forest will be the happy thrum of insects, and the only chopping sound come from woodpeckers. One day the elm and the ash and all the trees will clap their hands, and the mountains and the hills sing for joy. One day Jesus will look out over a new creation where every living creature is flourishing together in peace, and a broad smile will spread across his face, and he will laugh from the depths of his belly and never stop laughing forever and ever, world without end. Amen. One day, perhaps it will be Monday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us. One day, perhaps it will be Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. One day we will live in peace and a little child will lead us.